my song in the night, my Lord of each day. That's the unexpected, inconceivable love of Jesus Christ, that he willingly endured 3 days in the darkness of a cold grave, thereby rescuing me from my night. And on that third morning, he rose to the glory of everlasting life and delivered me to a new day. That's the power of the cross. That's the miracle of the empty tomb. That's the love of Jesus Christ. The road to the cross was long, but the road from the empty tomb was longer. I shared that journey for such a short time, and yet it changed my eternity. I remember the last time Jesus entered the city gates. It was many years ago, but it might as well have been yesterday morning. Palm branches, cloaks, hosannas, all strewn in a dusty Jerusalem road. The crowd made way for a powerful king, but we were not expecting the gentle servant that arrived. The hosannas were short-lived. Voices have a way of dying quickly, especially when promises seem broken. I confess, I was one of the many who was looking for a warrior, brandishing a sword, ready to crush Rome's tyranny. That's the Messiah we were waiting for. But that was not the Messiah who arrived on the back of a colt that noisy afternoon. I would probably not have known him, except that he knew me. I had met him several years before in a small Samaritan town called Sychar, about noon, by a well. I was busy at my work that day. I thought that I was alone. Suddenly, I heard a voice.
Woman, will you give me a drink?
I couldn't speak. I was stunned. He was Jewish, and they don't associate with Samaritans. Sir, I said,
how can you ask me for a drink?
If you knew who it is that asks you, he would have given you living water.
Living water?
Living water? Where can I get this living water?
Living water? What on earth could this man possibly mean?
Everyone who drinks the water I give him will never thirst again.
Never thirst again? Oh, sir, I said,
give me this water so that I may cease coming to this well.
I was not prepared for what would follow.
Go, call your husband and come back.
I couldn't speak. So much shame, so many secrets. I'd spent my life lying about my past, but now I could only utter the truth.
Sir, I have no husband.
I have no husband. And I was not married to the man I was presently with. But this stranger knew all about that, as well as my 5 previous husbands. But there was no condemnation in his voice, only grace. Surely he must be a prophet. Sir, I said, I can
see that you're a prophet. I know Messiah is coming, and he will explain everything to us.
Time seemed to stop. He looked directly at me and said,
I am he, the very one speaking to you.
Could he be?
He must be.
The one we've been waiting for?
The one I've been waiting for?
The Christ.
The anointed one?
The Messiah! I must tell everyone.
I ran back to the village. I ran up every street, to every doorway.
Come, see a man who told me everything I ever did. Could this be the Christ?
Many believed. Others did not. My reputation as one not to be trusted had preceded me. Soon the gossip and the whispers returned. I eventually went to Jerusalem to escape the lies and to find the one who knew the truth about me. Jerusalem proved no different than my tiny village. Religious authorities spewed hatred and condemnation. Hosannas became denials, and then silence. Even those closest to Jesus turned away from him in the end. When he knelt in that dark garden, he was alone with his Father. accept what lay before him. The most brutal of beatings, cruel thorns, a blood-stained robe, and a cross. Also traveled to the Golgotha, that barren hill that was to be the scene of Jesus' death. I joined the other travelers there. The soldiers mocked him, the women wept, but I was filled with rage. An innocent man was being executed. But then I remembered the ancient Hebrew scriptures.
He was despised and rejected by men, a man familiar with suffering. He carried our sorrows.
I had been rejected of men. I knew suffering. But why would this man choose to carry my sorrows all the way to death on a cross?